Well, good morning. Paddy has finished the first watch along of the season. What an amazing game. Both teams have finished nowhere. When we beat Southampton, we will be top of the table. Let's get into your members only. And I'll bring in the boys, the star of the show this morning, and Aaron. How are you guys?
Good.
Paddy, well done. What a great watch along.
It was fun. Got to get a little better at them. Good match in the end.
Yeah, it was a really good match. Fun to watch, fun to see the level. You know what I mean? Just see how good it was.
Some very interesting takes in the chat.
Okay.
You know, saying like, okay, Birmingham had a lot of possession, but they didn't do a lot with it. Now they chased and they harassed everybody. So if they do that to weaker teams, they're going to fare much, much better because they do it to Ipswich. But their finishing wasn't generally amazing. They had some good chances, and with weaker teams, they will convert them. But for a team like us, if we can hold them off and then do our counter, it's not necessarily going to hurt our game, you know, in that sort of way. And I think potentially that might be the same with some of the other ones like Ipswich and that. So we'll see. We'll see how things go.
Yep. Would you put the fact that they finishing wasn't so great down to Ipswich's defence?
Potentially, yeah. But I'm kind of saying we'll have a good defence too. Now, if we don't, if our defence doesn't hold up, we're in big trouble. You know, because our possession isn't high. So if our defense doesn't work very well, we're in all sorts of trouble. I don't think we'll ever be in danger of going down, but we just won't have a good season. So assuming our defense does what they've been doing last season, I think it's going to give us opportunities in a lot of matches. Sneaking these 1-0 wins like last season. We won't do it to everybody, but we'll certainly take out some like that, I think.
Okay. And, I mean, what do you think of these two championship favourites, Aaron, for today?
I thought they both looked really good. I think Birmingham, seeing them play kind of confirmed my suspicions that they were that good last year. Like, you know what I mean? Like we all kind of talked about, like, we felt like even with the team they had last season, they were probably pushing a playoff spot in the championship. And then I think when you add the players they added in, Kyogo looked fantastic. That guy shouldn't be playing at this level. He should be playing higher. And
he nearly scored, didn't he? Like,
oh my gosh! Right off. He hit the one, goes off the post, and then that's when Stansfield knocked.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah,
and that was like a one touch over the keeper's head, hit the side post, and just bounced away for Stanfield to come in and clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just sharing.
But their speed at the start was ridiculous. The first 15 minutes with Ipswich and Birmingham, the way they were passing around in triangles, lovely, neat triangles, quick, really quick.
And he doesn't like circles, he doesn't like squares, but he loves triangles.
It was scary quick. The way they were doing it. Both teams were doing it.
Yeah, how crisp the passing is fun to watch. It's just going to show you. I mean, we're moving up a level, and it's not going to get easier. You know, it's we're going to be. I mean, I think we're going to be fine this season, but there's going to be games where we're going to struggle, and it's just.
There's going to be matches we look like dog shit.
Yeah, there are
guaranteed,
and it just, especially probably early too. You know what I mean? Or until we can get the team playing together and get, you know, just like Victor was pointing out last night, there were times where we probably, you know, in the past, you know, games that we've done, the friendlies, where we probably could have done something different and gone forward, and we had better options, and we just weren't doing it. The one thing I will say that I haven't seen a ton of, and well, that's not whole. completely true. But we haven't seen as much of the where Max or whoever, any of the center backs. I'll single him out because it's all of them. They don't just immediately hoof it when it comes back to them. Like we are trying to play the ball out and hold on to it a little bit more. Now, that does not say that they won't hit a long ball, because they will, but it's not like just that immediate where they're not. We, you can tell we're trying to play better, which we did at the end of last season anyway. But
they both played long balls today. Both teams watching them. But the flip side to them is there was also lots of periods where they held the ball, played around the back with people attacking them, and they were still extremely comfortable to play it to their keeper, to each other, with people one step behind them, which we're not. We're not at that level yet where we're comfortable holding the ball in that sort of way and passing it around. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
Well, their long balls, with the big advantage of doing that for them is all their attacking players that were playing forward had the speed to beat the defender. Blistering pace, which is how Kyogo beat his man to get his foot on that ball. It was just speed. And then, so I think, it's not a one side. It's not one tactic. Like these players, are just at a level now that is going to be fantastic to watch, and they can play all sorts of tactics. So who knows where? I mean, you can't say how we fare against teams like that yet, because we'll play differently to those teams.
We'll find out tomorrow.
We'll be top of the table after tomorrow.
I was just thinking there about Ipswich, actually, that this was probably the first time they actually felt comfortable on the ball after coming down from the Prem.
Yeah.
Because they were probably getting monstrously destroyed by the Prem teams. And now they're comfortable on the ball, quick and fast. But Birmingham was on their ass on every single pass, which I think surprised them. Because I don't think there's many teams in the Championship who will be able to do that to them. Because the first...
Well, Southampton could be the same, Paddy.
Could be. Yeah, could be. But we'll be significantly slower than Birmingham and Ipswich were. So if we get someone playing like Ipswich or Birmingham tomorrow out of Southampton,
we'll be fine. 3-1. And it's interesting because the Birmingham fans, like obviously having the lead, getting towards the end of the game, thinking you're possibly going to get the 3 points at home, and then that penalty, which was a penalty.
It was a penalty. It definitely was a penalty, but I just hate inviting that sort of pressure. I've said it again and again.
Why have your arm up like that? There was no reason for him to have his arm.
Yeah, that is the argument. Because his hand was so high. But he's so close. I mean, he's a foot away from him. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't going to be able to move quick enough no matter what. You know what I mean? Like,
he went up for the header.
Yeah.
Got beaten on the header, but his hand was in such a bad, unnatural position the whole way the ball came in.
That's the problem. That's...
So some players have a horrible habit of jumping with their hands.
Hands up.
Jumping hands up first. As like a leap, and then bringing their hands back down. And I think this is kind of like that. You leap with your arms, and he didn't get them down fast enough, and it was pure accident that it hit his hand. But it deflected the ball. It completely deflected the ball.
Rightio, Steve Barton. Here you go.
Oh, there you go. He was prepared. Ken was prepared for him.
And that is the super chat. Yeah, thank you, Steve, for the $5. So no, I am not a Birmingham fan. In fact, I think they're down in the mud. They're probably going to get relegated. I've gone from them finishing first to finishing last.
There you go. But below Wednesday. This will be the only point they get all season.
Yeah. Oh, look, Dan's in here. Dan, we're going to get to that in a second. I was just having a chat pre-game with the pre-show with the boys, just about the footy tips. We will get into that. We might wait a little bit. I'm thinking we're going to give it a week delay just so we can get everything set up properly. Give everybody the first week to check out the league. And I mean, look, I will say that Aaron's a little bit dirty on me.
I got screwed.
Yeah,
I got a correct. I have a correct pick tonight, and then this guy decides, let's wait a week. I'm like,
yeah,
sure.
I told the boys we're going to wait until I get a good round. So it's probably going to be round 45. We'll start it. No, we'll just get that set up, and we'll get that set up for next week. And that way, I've got some time to promote it in a couple of shows, get everybody aware, so that tomorrow, just gives really it's for me to give me a chance to set it up. It's not really so much for everybody else. So it's on me, guys, and I'll take the hit for that.
That's all right. Well, this show was kind of last minute thrown together. You know, we didn't have enough time to prep and let everybody know what's happening. So,
yeah. And Dan Moore's claiming he called the draw tonight too, and he might have in the show. I didn't see it in his comments, but if you did, Dan, suck eggs. Ken with his sympathy. Paddy, how do you feel with all the while we're on it, how do you feel with all the accoutrements, all the extras in the watch along on the channel? Yeah. And so much information there for everybody.
There is. I spent half a week building my own graphics, and then 4 hours before the event, Josh says, we got loads of new graphics for you. Use those.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So. Well, at least we know you can do it now, Pat. At least we know you can do it now. What's that now? What's Paddy got going on there now? Paddy's doing a whole heap of weird stuff on his screen. Hello, Hip Karma. It is just a little follow-up show, just to explain to everybody. We're going to 10 more. There's another $5. You can't buy a dozen eggs for $5 in Australia anymore, Dan. So unfortunately, that's not enough money. So, okay. I haven't changed my tune on Birmingham being a chance of winning this league. Yes, I may be stretching a little bit, but they look totally comfortable against Ipswich, who are the favourites. What have you got everything going on there, Pat? What do you think?
I told you.
Yeah. Which is Dan Moore, which is what, $30 Australian? No, Dan, that's about $7.50-ish. So, but yeah, I mean, what did you boys think? How do you think Birmingham stacked up against who most people have tipped as the favourites to win the league?
Birmingham will do well. They will do well. Yeah, absolutely. How high up, I'm not sure. After seeing them today, if they keep that throughout the season, I absolutely see them top 6. Yeah, absolutely.
Aaron?
Yeah, I think Birmingham's gonna be just fine. I still feel pretty confident in my picks. It's early. Birmingham were up for it. I think when they go to Ipswich, I think it'll probably be the other way around. You know what I mean?
Very cool.
So, anything can happen right now. That's the thing. It's first game of the season. You're just getting into it. Ipswich didn't look particularly great tonight.
Dave Pikey last chance is a bit harsh, Aaron.
Sides of 4, really? Wow.
To be honest, I understand that because I had some of this chat during the watch along as well. I think part of that is because they were negating each other, that they were both so strong. Some of the stuff that was happening looked a little bit like stuff you might see. Like the way Birmingham were chasing them down, like that looks like, yes, showing up Ipswich that they were crap. Now, they weren't great. Like I said, they were playing it really quickly. But against any other team, Ipswich would have been fine. Because teams don't do that. Not to that level. Birmingham were way up for it tonight. Now, maybe it's just opening night. Maybe they're going for it. Maybe they won't be like that later in the season. But they got surprised Ipswich tonight, I think. A little bit.
Yeah.
I have a tough time saying they look poor. I think they
I understand why people say it. I don't necessarily agree.
You could argue that maybe there were times in the game where it was, a lot of head tennis and stuff like that, but you can't argue that the passing and the especially the passing and the speed weren't a level above anything we saw last season.
But they did have poor shots when they were in. Now, good defense kind of hurt that a little bit. They didn't have a lot of shots from distance. I don't think they troubled the keeper once from distance.
That's fair.
Which was interesting. I didn't really pick up on that at the time. And I suppose since Ipswich...
About Stansfield having the opportunity.
Yeah, he should have done much better. He got in some very good chances for some very good spaces and had poor finishing. His goal did come from a cleanup, which is fine. No problem with that. Goals come.
It was clinical, though.
His finish there, but he's getting in good spaces. So over a season, he's going to score a lot of goals, I would think. But he looked nervous. And again, another comment during the chat with that was he looks like someone who's playing for his contract, because there was talk.
Stansfield.
Yeah. There was talk of him being replaced with all these players that are coming in.
I'd have him.
Of course. Yeah, of course. So I think he was a little bit worried, to be honest.
Jeez, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion. What do you reckon, Aaron?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I can see that necessarily.
I think Stanfield's a good player.
He's a good player. He created a lot tonight. I think it's going to take somebody really special to get him out of that spot.
Yeah. Wow. So I guess that was it billed as a blockbuster. It's the first game to open the season. And, these are two top. I don't think anybody could argue these are two teams that are definitely going to be somewhere near the top of the league. Definitely both teams definitely making the playoffs.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, that's a standard. If that's the standard that you need to aspire to make the playoffs, then you go back and look at your own team. So we go back and look at Wrexham and say, can we play at that level?
Yeah. But I would say, though, that it's likely with the 6 positions, there's only 9 teams. Like at the moment, you're stretching to get that, but maybe 9 teams fighting for that 6. If you're kind of looking at the upper level.
Have you got us questions?
Yeah, as a stretch, yeah, kind of. Let's do it. But let's just do it, right? Okay, so we've just seen Ipswich and Birmingham. So yeah, put them in. So the 2 of those will be in the top 6 there. Leicester should beat the brakes off Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday. If they want to show how good they are, they should hammer them on Sunday. We have Southampton tomorrow. So if they turn up and are anyway as good as the 2 today, all right, that'll put them in there. So that's your 4 straight away.
There's 4.
Your 4 main ones. So who else would you put in there as potential? You got Norwich.
I got no idea. This is your 9.
Okay. Well, maybe I was even stretching the 9. So you got Norwich are being picked for being in there. Coventry have been picked for in there. Sheffield United, of course.
Yeah.
Sheffield United should be in there. So where are we? How many right now? 6?
There's some.
That's 6.
Yeah, I don't know. You're at 6.
That's 6. Yeah. Like we are chasing it if we are good. Now there's a lot of caveats to that, a lot of elements that if they go wrong, we won't be that good. But if everything comes together, we could be 7.
So ones with a shout. So Millwall, I've seen a few people put them up there.
Millwall.
I think they'd be one battling for it. You know what I mean? Maybe they slip in.
Mm-hmm.
West Brom, possibly us. I think you put that in. I think those are the teams that you might see in that, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there,
So you kind of have that first 6 block. And then if anybody messes up, there's the next block of 3, 4, 5 teams that maybe can go on a run.
Yeah, because nobody else really stands out as doing anything super special. Like, and I'm trying to think like what other people have picked for teams that have done that. I think that's about it. So probably, it's probably 9 or 9.
Have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself, Aaron. You're the expert here. I mean, you've already got.
Well, I'm just trying to think of what other people I've seen other podcasts that have made picks. Trying to think of anybody that they may have thrown in. I think there's one. I can't remember if it was the second tier guys or somebody had QPR somewhat high. I don't think I see that. I don't. That seems like a stretch to me. But just looking at the table, I don't see anybody else that I would be like, oh yeah, they could be up there, right?
Yeah, Coventry, Norwich, and Sheffield United are the only ones that kind of you'll get a lot of people to agree. Yeah, they're very close to being in the playoffs. Sheffield United especially, but I mean then Norwich and Coventry. After that, you'll have disagreement, and you'll have serious disagreement from some people. For
me, I think there's 5 that I think most people
will agree.
4 to 5, and I think so. It's Ipswich, Birmingham, Sheffield United, and then Southampton, and then Leicester's the 5. Where depending on what happens with the points, but most people think even with a 9, they probably will easily make the playoffs, and then. After that, though, oh no, Sean, for your, I feel for you, dude. I feel for you.
Leading for so long.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, we got a message from John Merrill in our group chat that he said it feels like somebody kicked me in the nuts. Okay, so that was John's message.
The direct quote, I believe, because I think you got slightly wrong, is it feels like someone punched me in the nuts and stole my lunch money.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it stole my lunch money. That's right. Yeah, that was. Shoot. To be fair though, Sean, you guys played really well. I mean, you should have won that game.
Yeah, that first goal was poor.
Yeah,
that should have stood. That should have stood.
Be disappointed that you didn't get 3 points, but also you can feel pretty confident that you guys are going to do really well this year.
Good season.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys look really good. So I wouldn't be too down if I was you.
And if you get to the end of the season and you missed out on winning the league by 1 point, just remember this game.
Now, actually, what would be worse than that is ending up in third by 2 points.
That would be worse.
No, third on goal difference.
Yeah. So I'll let Paddy answer this one. Can someone actually tell me why the first goal was disallowed?
No, none. No reason whatsoever. Shouldn't. It could potentially have looked worse from a different angle. That's the only thing that could potentially defend the ref there. Is it may have looked like a foul from a different position. Possibly. That's as bad as it gets. But it
Yeah.
shouldn't have been called.
Yeah, and look, I guess you got to think about this with the law of averages through the season. Some are going to go your way, some are going to go against you, and hopefully it all works out evenly in the wash.
And they got that other goal and should have kept it.
Yeah, and we always think that it does go against you as a fan. Like, you know, you never remember the things that went your way that were a little bit lucky. You always remember the bad calls or the bad decisions, and you're like, oh, we were robbed, you know. So I think for Birmingham fans tonight, that's how they feel. And I think that's totally fine. That's good. That's part of being a fan, you know. And
I remember the
Birmingham fan.
I remember the AO goal that he basically scooped out of the back of the net.
There you go.
And they didn't call it over the line. I'm like, seriously? Like
and I don't know whether you've seen, but the Hawkeye went in yesterday at the ground.
Did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they finished all the testing, so Hawkeye's gone in at Wrexham.
Awesome. Do you want to go through? I've got the fixtures if you want to just go through them, even though we're not going to do the
tomorrow.
Necessarily,
Yeah.
We can just do like a
mock. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
Just for fun. Okay, so let me get back to where I was. Oh, I had it pulled up.
I'm going to change myself.
Okay. All right. So, first one tomorrow on here is Charlton at home against Watford. What do we think of that one?
Okay. I'm going to give Charlton a 1-0 start to the season at home.
I've liked their business. I mean, I think they've done better in the window than I thought they would. Still don't know if they're there yet. I don't know. I think I'll go with I don't love Watford either, though. To be fair, I'm not sure they're going to be that great either. This could be a close one. It's at Charlton. Valley will be rocking. All right, I'm with you, Ken. I'll take a 2-1. I'll take a 2-1 Charlton win.
I would be going for a 1-1 draw or 2-1 Oxford.
Watford, not Oxford.
Watford. But I'll give him the draw. I'll give him a 1-1 nervy start for both teams.
There we go. Yeah, and interesting. There you go. Sean's just gone a slow 0-0 for him. Yeah, I can see. I actually thought about that tonight, halfway through this game, when teams weren't very clinical finishing. I thought they might be a bit rusty in their finishing skills, and I thought, yeah, probably most of the games this weekend will be low-scoring affairs.
Low-scoring, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do we got? What do we got next, Darren?
Coventry at home against Hull.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, you can go. We'll go around. We'll keep going around in a loop. So, Paddy, you go first this time.
2-1 Coventry.
2-1 Coventry. Aaron?
Yeah. I'll go 2-0 Coventry.
Yeah, I was going to go 2-0 as well. So I'll go 2-0.
So then we got Southampton, Wrexham.
It's you first, Aaron.
Man, I don't know. I'm obviously, as a fan, I would like to see us play well tomorrow. Gonna be tough. I know it's gonna be a tough match. But I just. Anything could happen. It's hard for me to pick it because, and not just because I'm a fan. I'm not trying to. Sean. That sounds like an American football score.
You know when you break up. You know when you break up with a girlfriend and you go through your stages.
Yeah. Sean's
in the bitter stage right now.
I don't know. I want to say. This is what worries me. This is my biggest problem with us. I don't think we've looked that good at the back this offseason, in the preseason. I think we've looked really loose at the back. It worries me because we looked so good last season. Just even the preseason before the League One season, the last summer, we looked so good defensively. We looked so compact and tight, and just, I mean, we looked on, and then we went into the season and played very well defensively. Like, I always felt we were good defensively. We've not looked good defensively this offseason, and that worries me. And so, like, a 3-0 wouldn't surprise me, like, if we just got battered. But I like to think, I haven't seen Connor Cody in the team yet. You know what I mean? We haven't got to see him.
Mhm.
I think he's going to start tomorrow.
We haven't seen him.
Yeah, and I hope that helps. We also, our back line has been we've not had the best, I don't think we've put the best group out there yet either, all together. They've kind of been split apart. Because to me, Max and Brunt, I don't think they've played together the whole offseason, which they were our two best on the outside, no matter who you had in the middle.
Aaron's going to give us a score any minute now? Or?
I know, yeah. I was kind of waiting.
Well, I'm trying to talk it out. I'm struggling. Because my heart says one thing, my head says something not good at all. I don't know. I'll go somewhere in the middle. I'll take a 2-1 Southampton.
That really hurt to say, didn't it, mate?
It did. I don't like it.
Okay, I'm going 1-1.
I'm going 2-0.
2
Southampton.
Yeah.
Well, both the. Hang on.
Macca's going to be playing tomorrow.
Just wait a second. I cop all this shit about being the number one Birmingham fan, and both you guys have tipped against Wrexham. That's it. I can't.
Match. I know.
Wow. Okay, next match. Move on. Next
All
match.
Right. Middlesbrough and Swansea.
2-0 Borough. It was me first. So there you go.
So it's me?
Yeah.
Yes, it's you. Yeah, we're going around.
Am I allowed to pick 2-0 as well, or do we have to do different ones?
Yes, you are. Yeah, I'll tip the same as Aaron.
Yeah, it doesn't matter this week anyway.
Yeah, 2-0 was mine for that one.
I think Swansea are going to beat them. I think I'm going to take I'm going to go 2-0 the other way. I'm going to go 2-0 Swansea.
Snoop Dogg.
Big call.
Snoop, yeah. That's right. Snoop's send over some of that wacky tobacco to the brewer the night before.
This is great. Yeah. What's our next game, Aaron?
Hang on. You do know we're a Welsh team, yeah?
I know. I understand.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I'm being honest.
Well, you got to tip what you think. You know, look, when you tip against Wrexham.
It's not about my heart. I would love to see Borough win 10-0, but that probably won't happen. I think Swansea wins this one. Norwich, Millwall.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Norwich is at home.
Paddy.
Biggin.
It's gonna be a good game.
3-2 Norwich.
Wow. 5 goals.
I'm thinking back to our first match last season.
Yep.
Something like that.
Against Wickham.
Aaron?
I don't know if there'll be that many goals in it because Millwall are going to be really good defensively. Norwich got Josh Sargent. I'll take a 1-0 Norwich win. Sargent with a goal.
Okay. I'm going donuts. I'm going 0-0. 0-0. And here's Hip Karma, her usual hug and warm support. All I want is for our boys to go out there and fight for it. If they win or not, I want to see if they have the spirit to get after it this season.
All right, that's enough with the candy and rainbows and unicorns. Now you have to pick an actual score. You have to give us an actual score, Tip Karma.
Now, come on. We all know Macca is going to go out there and jog for the whole match. He won't stop jogging. He'll be fine.
There'll be a couple of Liverpool kisses from Macca tonight or tomorrow.
I'm hoping the extension that he got today was Umaka, you're not starting tomorrow. Here's an extension.
No, that extension means you can guarantee he's playing the first 3 matches.
We'll see. We'll see.
Interesting. Not in my starting lineup.
Where are we at? We all did Norwich, Millwall?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. So Oxford at home to Portsmouth.
Oh, that's you, Aaron.
Is it me? Oh.
Yep. Yeah, you went first, didn't you, Paddy, on Norwich?
I
think you did.
I'll go. Boy, Oxford at home. They haven't done a ton, but Gary Rowett playing tough. Let's do a 0-0. Take a 0-0.
0-0. I'm going 1-1.
Portsmouth 2-1.
Portsmouth to get the win over Oxford. There we go.
All right. QPR and Preston.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm first on this one. That's tough for me to pick there. QPR Preston, QPR at home.
Yep.
1-0. QPR.
2-0.
2-0 to QPR. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Preston's in trouble. Well, yeah, 2-0. I like 2-0.
Sean likes 2-0 as well for QPR.
Stoke Derby.
Background to you, Paddy.
2-0 to Derby.
I like Derby too. I think it'll be closer. I'll go 1-0 Derby. Or, well, I guess 0-1. Whatever.
Okay, yeah. And I will go a 1-1 draw.
A lot of draws from Ken.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of feeling out first game of the season.
Get a better handle on it. West Brom, Blackburn.
Well, just wait. Before we do that, Ipkama has nailed her colours to the mast. Given Southampton only won 2 matches last season, I mean, they were playing against pretty average opposition in the Prem, and their trajectory is the opposite of ours. We could have an upset 1-0 win. Good on you, Ipkama.
We could. Yeah, we could.
I love it. Yep. Now, what was the game again, Aaron, for Paddy?
Oh, sorry. West Brom, Blackburn.
1-1.
So many tough matches.
Yeah.
Aaron?
I'll take West Brom 2-0.
I'm taking West Brom 1-0.
And then next match is Sheffield United, Bristol City. A rematch from the first round of the championship playoffs last season.
Your turn, Aaron.
Oh, Sheffield United. I'm gonna go 3-1.
To Sheffield United. Yep. Okay. I'm going to go a 1-0 away win to Bristol City.
Oh,
an upset.
That would be nice. New manager.
I would like that as an upset. Actually, I would like that.
And then Sunday game.
Did Paddy go?
No,
did you not go? I thought you already went. Sorry, my bad.
No, 2-0. 2-0 Sheffield United.
Sorry, Paddy. Then Leicester City, Chef Wednesday.
Which is me, and I'm tipping 4-0.
I'll go 3-0.
I'm going to be brave and say 4-0, yeah.
4-0 Leicester. On Sheffield Wednesday. And I 100% support the Sheffield Wednesday fans and their plight with Kansiri, and he can go eat a bag of you know what. So yeah, but I really feel for you guys, but you're going to cop a pummeling.
Yeah. Sean might be closer to 58 mil.
Did you hear that they had their embargoes lifted?
Yeah. Well, because
Really?
what happened, they took the this is something we should probably talk about on Sunday too, Petty. They basically, I don't know if the EFL forced it or they just did it, but basically the prim money, TV money came in, and all that was that was all put towards paying off
Really?
what was needed to be caught up. All the players that needed caught up and everything that they were behind.
Okay.
So that's why everything got lifted.
Yeah.
But they're still
all staff are paid. All staff, as far as I heard, all staff are paid and all debts outstanding to other teams were paid.
Right.
So outstanding business with transfers.
Yeah.
I would hope that it is the EFL that has enforced that.
Yeah.
I mean, for the sake of the club, I would hope that it was the owner that did it out of good faith.
No, he ain't got no fucking money. No,
exactly.
Wednesday, Sean. It was Wednesday. They lifted.
Wednesday.
No, but they still have a transfer fee embargo. That's for the year and a half or two and a half years or whatever. So that's still in place, but they no longer have a wage restriction, and they no longer have a player number restriction and other ones that were there. They're all gone.
I wonder how. I mean, none of us do either of you guys know. I mean, I don't know. Do either of you guys know what those debts were? How much they were?
No, I don't think that's
because how much of that parachute payment have they used up to clean up the debts would be what I'm interested in.
Parachute payment?
And they're losing money every week, so
not parachute. It was just the TV /
Oh, just the TV money. It wasn't the parachute.
Yeah,
just the TV.
it's just like the 10, whatever the 10 million or so.
The 10 million. Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of million. I would assume would be outstanding. I don't think it's ridiculous money in general, but it's probably a good chunk of that 10 million gone though. A couple, 2-3 million gone that you've been planning on using.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Elizabeth.
It is, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like I really feel for both players and staff. I probably have Tennessee, can he wait out for another year now? I don't know that he can.
No, I don't think so. His revenues for the club are going to fall through the floor. Apparently, day one. Yeah, apparently day one in the shop when they launched their new kit, they sold 26 of them.
Oh.
God, I went to Ultra Football in Melbourne for that first tour down under game. There was 500 people there, minimum. And when I got there, there had already been people there buying kit. They sold so much merchandise on that one day at that one shop. It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Like probably 1,000 kits, minimum, like comfortably. That doesn't include what they sold at the game the next day.
Yeah. So if
I was there with me. Yeah.
If you have, let's say, half the fans not turning up to matches at home, which is supposedly one of the steps they want to take, is they want people to stay away. They literally want to drive the money down and just get rid of them. So if that starts happening, nobody's buying kits, nobody's buying merchandise, and if their ticket sales go through the floor, now in theory, they have a big stadium, but there's a whole stand down now as well.
So,
but if half the people stop buying tickets.
Here's a question for you guys. If you're a member, season ticket holder of Sheffield Wednesday, obviously you don't want to give up your season ticket, so you'd still pay for your season ticket. Answer me that question first. Would you still do that?
Yes, probably.
Yep, Aaron.
Yeah, it'd be tough not to.
On the hope that your owner's gone, you're getting an owner, is what I'm thinking. So then you've got your season ticket. Now they're away this weekend to Leicester. So how many how many fans are going to go down to the Leicester game? Do you think they'll sell
A
out
lot.
there?
They sold out.
Sold out.
They sold out their allotment.
Okay. And I guess the thing for me there is, like, you know, as a fan of your club, which you've loved for years, you know, I'm talking about long-term fans here. You got your season ticket holder, and then you get next week you get your home game. I mean, are you all turning up?
Look,
It's tough, isn't it?
I wouldn't turn up with a season ticket.
Yeah.
What I would do with the season tickets, if people are willing to do it, is to literally have a walkout. Every single home match, all the season ticket holders who do have one, go in, sit down for 10 minutes, stand up and walk out. Every single match.
That's a fair comment, Sean. Surely he gets a portion of it. I'm sure away clubs do get a portion of the gate holdings.
No, I don't think so, actually.
Oh, they don't. Okay, they do over here in our
I don't
leagues.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you get it on the other end. So they've just done it.
Fair enough.
Now, if you have a bigger away allocation, you keep more money. So it's up to you to have a big stadium.
Yeah.
To get a bigger share, you know. So that's fair too.
So for the home games, would you go to your home games, Aaron? With the current state?
I mean, I'd probably do some sort of protest, which I think, by the sounds of it, they're gonna do. I mean, I don't know.
Like the interesting question is, and you can understand why people do it, is he's not leaving. It's all about money for him. Every penny you put in to the club is helping him stay there longer. Like, and I know pulling the money out is hurting your club. No matter what you do, it's going to hurt your club and it's going to hurt the fans. You have no choice anymore. Everything that is being done hurts you and the club. You need to get rid of him. The only way to push him out the door is to drive the revenues through the floor, that he can't afford to pay people, he can't afford to do this, and he has to get rid. Yeah. And it's horrible, but that's the only way people have done it before, is driving people out and say, look, you are not going to get another penny. You are not going to be able to run the show. You're building up debts that are falling on you, that are sucking the money out of what the club is worth.
Yep.
And that's just it. Like, it's horrible, but that's the only way to do it, because he can't be forced out. EFL can't force him out. I'm surprised they took his money. Actually, you know what I mean? If they did that and paid off everything in debt, I'm surprised they were able to do it. Now maybe they just said that he's unlikely to actually sue us for it, you know, and that's why they went with it. But I don't even think that's probably legit to do that.
Yeah,
legally.
Steve Barton,
you take your chances.
Another $10 chat, super chat. Yes, I win specs of the match because I'm the only one wearing them. So thank you for that. Really appreciating your support there, Steve. It's not gone unnoticed. And don't forget, everybody, like and subscribe. But back on this like just scenario, I just think it's a really interesting conversation. You know, obviously because nobody wants their team to go under. You don't want the owner. You know, you want to get a new owner. I mean, Elizabeth is saying there, you know, also asking fans not to buy food and drink at the stadium. So I think that's, again, another great sign of solidarity, you know, to keep those vendor stands empty. But it only hurts your club, but it's like the short-term pain for the long-term gain, isn't it?
Yeah. Exercise the demon. Get him out and then heal.
Yep. Well, okay. So, is there anything else more you want to cover there? I feel like it's a bit. Oh, wait up. Jesse, we'll get to this comment in a second, but evening, how are you feeling, John? How are you feeling? Sean's not happy. We did mention your comment earlier about how you felt about the game. I really thought you should have won. But anyway, that's my opinion.
Is Alsop going to get the hook?
That's a good question, because he did look shaky. He did look. He made a few mistakes, I thought.
I think they should just get rid of their manager one game in. First manager of the season.
They should start considering it.
Before they sack their manager, I need to get the deal figured out with John.
Look at this. Poor John. Feel robbed.
He says no chance. Allsop is sound. He did not
Really?
look sound tonight.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I have to disagree.
He made a couple of mistakes. Right, I mean, basically put the ball right back into Ipswich's lap. Nearly the goal. I mean, honestly, Schmotic should have scored the one. Schmotic's had him dead to right. He absolutely should have scored the one. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting that don't trust Beetle. Huh? I mean, he is young. Beetle is young. So I don't remember off the top of my head how old he was. But
yeah. Well, okay. So, let's have some fun. Let's have in the build up. Let's have some fun. Here we go. I'm going to bring this up. Now, anybody that was watching the show the other day will know, with the tactical show, will know this one. So there is my starting lineup for for me, it's tonight. For everybody else, mostly it's tomorrow. So what do you guys think about that lineup?
that was let me make sure. But yeah, if it's the same one as last night, that's
the same.
That's what that's what I would put out there.
Yeah, you better swap Mac in. He's
I
going
don't
nowhere.
know. I don't know.
All right.
So I've also included there, as you'll see, Paddy, the 9 interchange players.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. I mean, I understand the Macca point you made. I think is very, very valid, and I won't be surprised if Parky does it. But I'd go this way.
Do we know? I don't remember if Parky updated us on Thomason. Is he healthy yet, or I knew they said he had something.
I haven't seen
Is he still out?
Yeah, there was another scan the other day, so
okay,
that means no.
So that might be the only one. If he was available, maybe he'd be an option on the bench.
On the bench, sure. Who would you swap out?
Probably.
Now, this is swap out of my lineup, I guess, because you boys might have your own.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that what you've got there is what I would have.
Okay, so you're going with a single pivot.
Maybe O'Connor.
Yeah, fair call.
Probably O'Connor or Ashfield, one of the two, maybe even Lee. It could be any of those three, I guess.
Paddy, what are you thinking there? This is Paddy's fresh eyes on this, so this is interesting.
Yeah, we haven't heard Paddy's take on this. Me and you've talked about it.
Yeah. I think that's okay if he's going with the old school 3-5-1-1 without changing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think that'll be the formation, Pat? Do you think it'll be a different formation?
I think ultimately it will be the different formation, but I'm not at all surprised to keep the old standard formation for now.
Yes, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think he goes just a little more defensive for tomorrow because it's Southampton.
Yes. Yeah.
Southampton away. So you play now. If we were playing Wednesday, I'd probably be in a 3-4-2-1.
Put all the attackers on,
and then I'd have Dobson off, and then probably maybe more up front with Windass and Hardy behind him or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you look at that defensive sort of, if I move them back into that sort of when we're under the pump, you can sort of see how much we cover the field. Hey,
yeah.
I like the idea that's been mentioned of not playing Kakache tomorrow because in theory it kind of puts him under too much pressure that if things go badly, which they could do through no fault of anybody in particular with Southampton tomorrow, you don't want Kakache to look bad. Very first match, very first day, you put the pressure on Maka for the defensive duties tomorrow.
I'm just going to look at us now when we're in attack and you end up somewhere like this,
Mm-hmm.
And you end up sort of somewhere here in attack. I really love the look of that with the threat that O'Brien can be laid off to coming through. Both Longman and Kakache, massive threats off the wings in terms of crosses in. Also Kakache, and Longman for that matter, playing in with the ball. So in attack, that also looks quite good. Like the ball then goes, from here to here to here to here. Go! But so I think it's interesting when you look at the squad, isn't it? I'm going to leave it like that. I like it. We're in attack.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. Once I did this, I then looked at in our squad, and it's still a strong team. And I'm saying with everyone fit too. So it's going to be really interesting to watch the dynamic of how our squad evolves in the first 10 to 12 games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
What ends up being our most popular starting lineup?
Yeah. We'll see. And we're probably getting more guys in too. So who knows? They could all be different, a couple weeks from now.
True.
If we get, one or two more in, and it could change the whole dynamic of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, myself and Aaron discussed like the 3-4-2-1, 3-4-1-2.
Mm-hmm.
As far back as last season, we were discussing this and how you can play it extremely defensive rather than attacking and leave yourself weak behind, which is how I think Parky probably would play it. Mm-hmm. But it's going to take time to build into that.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. But I think we probably should. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have Clewert and Brunty even, if you give Brunt a little bit more license to get up there, having a double pivot who stay back more, you can release those from behind as well, up in attacking formations. But it'll take time to get used to it, and a lot of teams play that style. Now they probably play it an awful lot more attacking with an awful lot more passing up the middle than our style would probably do. But it will be interesting to see how they go against each other when we play teams that are similar style.
Yeah, I agree.
Jesse, so we actually, if you want, you go check out our show we did last night. Me and Victor broke all this down, but quickly, they're 4-3-3/4-2-3-1/3-5-2. They were very fluid through the game. They changed a lot, so it's I don't know what they're going to start out in tomorrow. This past weekend they played Brighton. They started out in a 4-3-3, and they stuck to it for most of the first half, or basically the whole first half. And then they went down a goal early in the second half, and I think they had kind of changed to more of a 4-2-3-1. And then after that, they went down another goal, and then they kind of went to a 3 at the back. I think because they were leaving themselves so open at the back, and Brighton were so good on the counter, they dropped a player back, added a defender basically, and then started kind of going on more of a 3-5-2 type look, but they were still getting players forward. So it was still a very high pressing attacking 3-5-2, but it was just with a little extra defensive help, just kind of seal things up a little bit. So it was it'll be interesting to see what they do tomorrow, because I'm not sure.
So how do you think they'll go when you think of, I'm not too sure how their preseason's gone, but it's been mentioned now, and Mark mentioned it as well, the Southampton fan, only 2 wins last season and 6 draws. So they don't have a winning psychology. from last year. Now, that doesn't mean they're not a great team and can't absolutely towel us because, their squad's packed full of talent. But winning is a habit.
Well, I agree, but also I think the Prem is such a different animal, and the players they have in there. I mean, you went through it last night. You're just talking about some of the money that they've spent on some of those players. It's just
you just can't flick the switch and all of a sudden just be like Birmingham was last season in League One.
Well, you know what though? That's a perfect example. They weren't great in the championship, and then they came down and they were the best team that's ever played in the NFL if you go by points. So I mean,
NFL now they're playing the NFL.
EFL, no, EFL.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, look, I've actually just countered my own argument, haven't I?
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of you just don't. When you think too, every year, who's at the top of the championship? It's the teams that are coming down from the Prem. Not always. Obviously, there's a few that.
Yeah, there's a few exceptions.
Not always,
generally.
but for the most part, those are the teams that are in the top.
See, what would I know?
Yeah. It's always a money thing, always money. Who's spending the most money? That's who's going to be at the top.
There we go.
I think
new manager, a whole new mindset from Southampton.
Yeah,
fair point.
Fair. Yeah.
Steve Barton, another $5 super chat. That's a good question.
I think Ken killed him. I think Ken killed him over in Australia.
It's hunting season here, Aaron.
Ken, he was talking. I don't know.
Season.
I heard Ken didn't like him.
Yeah, he turned up.
We'll hear from. We may hear from Harry soon.
Yeah,
I'll have to get on that.
I don't know that, Jesse. I actually think, even though, like, let's say he does play the same formation, Jesse, I'm not so worried about that because the difference in some of those players now, and specifically Windass, O'Brien, Kakache, totally changes how these guys look on the pitch and how our formation looks on the pitch. The speed makes a massive difference, in my opinion. Yeah. How are you feeling about it, Paddy? How are you feeling about us tonight? Are you sort of optimistic? Are you thinking hopefully we hang pessimistic? Where are you sitting?
On the fence is where I'm sitting.
So not confident.
which I don't usually do. No, I'm not confident we'll win it. But I'm kind of hanging my hat on all the intangibles. That yes, they've just come down from the Prem, getting their asses handed to them every time. It's the first match of the season. Shit can go badly wrong in the first match. We know Still has, in theory, changed a lot of what they do. Now, if he's going back to, as they say, letting the boys off the chain, that makes sense after coming down from the Prem because they were getting their asses handed to them. But now, in theory, in the Championship, they should be able to drop into fifth gear and just hammer people. So it depends on if they follow that and if it's that easy, maybe. But it can also mean they're completely disjointed because they're new tactics, new style.
Let me reframe the question to you then. Are you feeling confident that we'll execute our game plan well?
The old school game plan, yes.
Okay.
As in what we're used to. If he uses that system.
Do you think he'll use that system or do you think he will?
Yes, I do. Okay.
Aaron, and what about that question to you? Are you sort of confident we'll be able to execute? And do you think we'll use the same system? So go answer
just
first.
to bring up it kind of goes along with the question. Scott threw this out the park. He hinted at it. I mean, he more than hinted at it. He said it. That, we have played the box midfield.
Yep.
And we have, and we obviously went through that last night on the show. So, which is when I say that for those who might be confused, that's the 3-4-1-2 or a 3-4-2-1 that we were talking about, where you've got two attacking midfield players playing off of a central striker. So and we've done that, and we saw, and I think Victor did a good job showing how in the game against Groningen, or however you say it. I always feel like I say that wrong. But when we played against them, we started in the 1-1, and then without changing players, when we were in attack, we would rotate into the box midfield. O'Brien would play forward, and Dobson would kind of slide back. So you'd drop into a Matty James Dobson double pivot with O'Brien and Windass playing further forward behind Hardy. And that, yeah, exactly, just like that. And so we were just doing that on the fly. That wasn't even, that wasn't like we started that way.
Yeah, so I didn't change any players there, guys. All I did was move them.
Yeah, you moved them. Now I think we will get to a point where we'll want more attacking players. Not that Josh O'Brien's not that he can't be an attacking player, but I think he'll want more. He'll want O'Brien back as one of the holders that can play the ball forward from deeper, and then have a more attacking option. So maybe it's Big Keith up front, and you're playing a Windass and fingers crossed a Broadhead or Hardy or somebody like that behind, two players in behind him that can really do some damage, and play off of him really well.
Paddy, can you change that just for John?
Took him a while to catch it, didn't it?
It did. And Nick's an old man now because of his birthday, so he's laughing it on that one. I think that's great. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be. I'm just like, since we got promoted. I mean, don't get me wrong. 2 years ago, this was the place I wanted us to be as quickly as possible, because I'm salivating for every week.
I know. I tell you what,
I do those tips.
I watched so much championship football last season, and it was just like, I cannot wait to get. And I didn't. I mean, obviously earlier in the season, yeah, I hoped, but I was like, I didn't really think that we'd definitely do it. I knew we had a chance, but I was like, I don't know if we'll get there. The fact that we've gotten to the championship is so fucking awesome. Like, I'm so excited. Well, even if it's a tough season, I'm just excited. I'm excited about it.
Yep. And wasn't it interesting listening to Mark comment on, what was it, 45 million, like for one player? Like, when he was talking about the Prem.
Oh yeah,
and
they've turned
the
down
gap. Mark's comment yesterday was the difference between the Prem and the Championship is massive, but in his eyes, the difference between the Championship and League One was very minor. Now, I would say the difference between the top end of League One and the Championship is very minor. But yeah, I mean,
I'd also say that the difference between the top end of League One and the top end of the Championship's a bigger. That's a big jump. Yeah, that's a big jump.
But I think Birmingham was so far and away the best team in League One last season that they will definitely be somewhere near the top of the Championship this season.
Yeah. Just reading the chat, see what else. Who's doing the watch along tomorrow? So 2 watch alongs tomorrow. Josh will be doing the Wrexham game early. Before that, me and Ken will be doing the pregame show, hour-long pregame. As soon as the squads drop, we'll be up and talking about it. And then after the game, Patty will be doing the Swansea middle. Is it Borough Swansea, right?
Swansea Borough.
Yeah. So we'll be doing another championship game. We're gonna try to do a lot of championship games this year, guys. So I know Ken's gonna try to do some. There's a possibility I might be doing some occasionally. Probably not.
Patty's gonna be the main man.
Yeah, Patty's the main man on the championship watch-alongs for sure. But me and Ken might slide in on a couple every once in a while. But Josh is the Wrexham man. Josh will be doing all the Wrexham watch-alongs.
Yeah, and Josh, I'm gonna tip my hat to Josh here. He's committed. He said, "I'll be there. I'll be doing it." And all we do is
only the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's just gonna make sure he's perky.
Oh,
Nick Donnellan. What's this here? Okay. Well, if you have Windass and Kiefer Moore pulling the ball down, then maybe it works now. That's what we were missing last season. That's also a midfield that could actually help move the ball around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, better players. I mean, I agree with that. I think, you got a big Keith. He can hold the ball up. And then Windass, I mean, the speed on him and Hardy too. They can beat a defender. So
In fairness, we did a lot with a system last season that we know wasn't working, not to its potential.
Right,
so hopefully it can start working a lot more efficiently this season.
Yeah. Josh did ask for wake-up calls for Tour Down Under. I will admit that. I think he might be right for these. I think, look, put it this way. His excitement level is much higher now that it's the real deal. It's the championship, not just preseason.
Let's just put it this way. It's what is it? So it'll be about 4:00 Josh's time right now, and he's probably already in bed.
In preparation.
He's in prep. He's going to bed.
Or he's down at the injection clinic getting a bit of Botox in to make sure that the
that
wriggles are
too.
gone.
That could be, tighten things up. First game of the season. He's gonna. You're right. You're right.
The three of us don't need that.
Yeah. Dyeing his hair too, getting a jet black. Got it. It's gonna be. You watch. It'll be jet black tomorrow, guaranteed.
It was today.
Or hot pink. Who knows?
Or pink.
So yeah, I think. Look, just super excited. I mean, I think it's going to be great to see the team that gets named, the formation that gets played, and how we perform against what are one of the favourites to do very, very well this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
At their ground.
Yep.
So, yep. And the team would have flown down. I'll be flying down, I would assume. Whether they flew down this afternoon and stay overnight.
I think I saw something on Twitter because people track they'll track all the planes or the plane tracker or whatever. Somebody posted a plane that was leaving up there. It was headed down to Southampton.
Did Rob and Ryan buy him a new big private jet, to fly around in, like the Bulls and all the other NFL teams have? That's what we need. Big Wrexham, big red plane with the Wrexham logo on it.
Heck yeah. With all the players' faces on the side.
Surely United have a spare plane lying around.
Yeah, they're a sponsor, surely.
Yeah, yep. Or Liverpool. They got plenty of money.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, boys, I mean, is there anything else we want to cover off, or do we want to, Paddy's done a massive effort here. That's over 3 hours worth of work for Paddy today.
Yeah, Paddy's been he's an Iron Man today. He's doing it. And it's like what is it? 2 a.m. for you now?
Yep.
Okay. No, I think we're there.
Yeah, we're good.
We've got literally 12 hours now till kickoff. 12 and a half hours. So it's coming. And I'm super excited. I cannot wait. And boys, I think, and look, through the week, we'll make sure we get stuff up in the Discord regards to footy tips. I'll make sure I get it in early in the week so that everybody's ready for next week. We're going to bring the members only show forward a couple of days because it will clash with a tactical B watch alongs. Look, couldn't have done it today because of Paddy's watch along. We've just sort of thrown this one in as a late one. So the lineup, the weekly lineup of all the shows we're doing is really starting to come together. And you want anything Wrexham or anything Championship League, you don't even need to go anywhere else now, do you?
Here we go, Jesse. What time are we going live? So hour before kickoff.
1 hour early. Yep. And then Paddy, what was it? Swansea and Borough?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Wow. What's the kit tomorrow? Interesting. What's
Could be
Southampton's?
either.
Should be the yellow kit.
Southampton's is red.
Should be the yellow kit,
Okay.
I would think.
It's probably going to be the yellow away kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess.
I like that kit, the Brazilian/Australian kit. Not Norwich.
Well, both the second and the third have a nice contrast with their first, so it'll be either. Yeah.
Yeah. And they all look great, guys. Trust me. I've got them all now. I couldn't wait. They were available to me without shipping this time for the first time ever. It was so good. And Aaron's a little bit jealous because I could just walk in and pick up my size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, look, boys, Paddy, well done today on the watch along. That was fantastic. Love all the new bits and pieces that Josh has done, that Josh got for you, even though you spent 4 hours work getting other stuff ready. So sorry about that. Funny. And yeah, Aaron, well, I'm going to see Aaron, you in less than 12 hours.
Yeah, bright and early for me.
Okay, boys. Well, I mean, let's do it on that bombshell, boys. Let's get ready for Wrexham v Southampton. See you all in under 12 hours.
Take care,
Bye, everybody.